Omo, help me sing this song. I just want to say, Baba o, Oshe. Good news for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. South Africa has been deducted 3 points by FIFA, and I'm going to tell you what happened exactly and how this benefits the Nigeria Super Eagles team on their qualification to the World Cup. We're also going to talk about Victor Osimhen. He's likely to break a record in the UCL. We are going to talk about that. And also talk about Paul Onuachu. What he's doing at Trabzonspor is not being talked about enough. And we are going to talk about this and many more live here. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. And also, don't forget to turn on all the notifications to this channel for more updates. Now, let's jump into it and talk about Nigeria Super Eagles. This is good news for Nigeria. Look, if you are looking for one of the best news I've heard today, is this particular one. South Africa being deducted 3 points by FIFA. We all know the reasons why. The reason for this is because South Africa fielded in an ineligible player, Teboho Mokoena, in a game South Africa played against Lesotho on the 21st of March 2025. They won that game and FIFA has acted on it. Now, the reason why FIFA has acted on this is because they had already deducted 3 points from Equatorial Guinea when they beat Namibia while fielding in an ineligible player. So the law and the rule applies to all. And this is going to benefit Nigeria. Now, before I talk about how it benefits Nigeria, I want us to talk about what the article says exactly concerning the sanction. Now, it says that FIFA Disciplinary Committee sanctions South African Football Association. The FIFA Disciplinary Committee has sanctioned the South African Football Association, SAFA, for having fielded in an ineligible player, Teboho Mokoena, in the South Africa versus Lesotho match played on the 21st of March 2025 in the FIFA World Cup 2026 preliminary competition, thereby breaching Article 19 of the FIFA Disciplinary Code, FDC into brackets, and also Article 14 of the FIFA World Cup 2026 preliminary competition regulation. FIFA Disciplinary Committee has declared the match in question to have been forfeited by the representative team of South Africa by a score of 3-0. SAFA has also been ordered to pay a fine of 10,000 CHF to FIFA, while Teboho Mokoena has been issued with a warning. The parties were notified of the terms of FIFA's disciplinary committee's decision today, in accordance with the relevant provision in the FDC. They have 10 days in which to request a motivated decision, which, if requested, will subsequently be published on legal.fifa.com. The forfeiture decision remains subjected to potential appeal before the FIFA Appeal Committee. This is plenty English. In summary, what this is saying is that because South Africa fielded in an ineligible player in the person of Teboho Mokoena, they have indirectly forfeited that match. That is FIFA's ruling. And they have a score of 3-0. So 3 points to Lesotho. And this is good news for Nigeria because if you take a look at how the table is looking like right now, Benin sits on top with 14 points plus 4 goals. South Africa now is also sitting second with 14 points plus 3 goals. And Nigeria are third with 11 points plus 2 goals. Rwanda 11 points plus 0 goals. Lesotho now have 9 points. Yes, with the addition of that 3 points. So now they have 9 with minus 3 goals, and Zimbabwe are rock bottom with 4 points with minus 6 goals. So guys, this is how the table is looking like right now, with 2 games remaining in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Look, if you believe Nigeria can qualify to the World Cup, let me know that down below in the comments, because I think the opportunity has presented itself. This is the chance for Nigeria to qualify to the World Cup. All Nigeria has to do now is win the rest of their games. Their next game is against Lesotho and also Benin. They just have to win all those 2 games and just hope, wish and pray that South Africa lost a game. That is all. Nigeria will go on top of this table. But in the case where South Africa still tops this table and Nigeria comes second, then they have to hope to get or to be part of the 4 best placed teams which are second in all the groups. But then there is a situation of the Eritrea, case where Eritrea decided to withdraw themselves from this whole competition. So FIFA's ruling stated that all the teams that are rock bottom in all the groups, they are going to deduct their points from the second best placed teams. So if you're a second best placed team and you played against your rock bottom team and you beat them home and away, that is 6 points that will be deducted from you. If it was draw 1-1, that will be 2 points. If it was win and a draw, that will be 4 points. If it was win and a loss, that will be 3 points. Now, in this instance, if Nigeria find themselves in the second position and they want to be part of the playoffs, be part of the best 4 second best placed teams, now this is what is going to happen. That means Nigeria would have to hope Lesotho beats Zimbabwe. That means Zimbabwe needs to remain a rock bottom in this group. Reason being that Nigeria, the 2 games they played against Zimbabwe in this particular qualifiers all ended up in a draw. That means if it becomes the situation, Nigeria will only get 2 points deduction. That is based on the Eritrea, case study. So guys, this is the whole situation. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. There is a best case scenario, there's a worst case scenario, and also there is a plan B. That's if Nigeria decides to go that way. Worst case scenario is Nigeria losing a game. Maybe against Lesotho, Nigeria loses, or against Benin, Nigeria loses. That is the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, Nigeria wins the rest of their 2 games and South Africa lost a game. Plan B is becoming part of the top 4 second place teams in this particular qualifier. So guys, that is the update that has to do with this one. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Victor Osimhen. Now, Victor Osimhen's club, Galatasaray, are going to play against Liverpool in the UEFA Champions League. Now, Victor Osimhen have scored 9 goals so far in the UCL. Same as Obafemi Martins, he also has 9. If Victor Osimhen goes on to score a goal against Liverpool, he becomes Nigeria's all-time leading scorer in the Champions League. He will go above Obafemi Martins, and this will be historic. So guys, this is the update that has to do with Victor Osimhen, who currently has 9 goals in the UEFA Champions League. If he scores a single goal against Liverpool, he becomes Nigeria's all-time leading goal scorer in the UEFA Champions League. I believe he can do it. If you have noticed anything about Liverpool quite lately, they concede a lot. They are scoreable, and I know Victor Osimhen can get it done. Yes, he can get it done. So guys, that is the update that has to do with Victor Osimhen. Now, moving away from Victor Osimhen, I want us to talk about Paul Onuachu. I think he's not being talked about enough. Looking at what he's doing at Trabzonspor, it is crazy. It is mad. Now, let me tell you this. He has scored 5 goals in 7 games for Trabzonspor. He has scored 5 goals in 7 games for Trabzonspor in the Turkish league. This is wild. This is a player who was not getting regular playing time at Southampton. This is a player who scored less goals at Southampton. Now he's back at Trabzonspor and he's like he never left because he played loan for this same club and scored goals in double figures. And currently he's off to a great start. 5 goals in 7 matches. Trust me, he can score more than 15 goals this season because this is just a start. And I believe with the way he's performing, there is no doubt Eric Sakushel will give him a call-up. It is written in stars for Paul Onuachu, looking at the way he's performing. So guys, this is where I'm going to end it with the updates. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. As I said, this is good news for Nigeria. Let's hope they win the rest of their 2 games. And the nature and also God, do something so they can just stop this group and avoid all the, playoffs. I want to see Ghana and Nigeria at the World Cup. As simple as that. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. My name is Adam. Charlie. We go bye.